Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 90 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with these three guys. Go ahead and state your names out. Cheer for these beautiful people.
I'm your boy, Hercules Ellis. Hercules.
It's more lethal, man. I don't.
None of that Hercules. It's Hercules.
I'm gonna start calling you Gapalicious.
Don't say Licious on my name. Don't make me Alicious nothing.
Hey, they call me Hunter.
Hey. I don't like
That
how he
was
did
funny
it.
to me. I don't care. That shit was funny to me. That shit was funny.
Capalicious. Weeks.
Yeah, I'm just more lethal.
I thought the 6 fingers on the head was like. Sorry.
Wait, yeah. How's your week, Kevin?
My ass doesn't hurt, so it's better than the last.
On the toilets, huh?
No. It's a habit now. It's a habit.
Oh, that's good. That the right you finally got used to it.
Yeah, well, that's why I was COVID free because the immune system. But yeah, week was good. It was very relaxing. Went up to the mountains. It was cold as fuck, but it was nice to not think about nothing and just be.
You was on your wilderness man shit, like man and wild.
Sort of.
Shit?
Not really. It's enough.
You out there? You out there in just your drawers and in a pocket knife trying to survive?
Yeah, in front of the fireplace though.
Hey, I have a question though. How many black people did you see when you were up there?
18.
3, at least 3. Him and his 2 daughters.
California.
All right, Kevin, please don't cuss me out, bro.
What?
With these glasses you're wearing, I can't help but feel like you're like auditioning for like the MC Hammer Lifetime movie. I
wish.
I don't know why I keep.
You think I'm big enough though?
It's the glasses, or you're trying to be MC Gusto from CB4, one or the other. I just know that maybe it's the glare that it's giving off.
No, the glare I keep trying to get rid of.
Yeah, you can't.
Does those have auto glare? Because it keeps like making your eyes dark, and it's fucking with me. Because I feel like you're trying to be MC Gusto or some sort of rapper.
No, not Gusto. Not Gusto.
Why are you wearing glasses anyways?
Because the doctor prescribed them to me.
What,
nigga, next question.
You can't see right in front of you?
That's what they're prescribed for. It's right in front of me. Actually.
I wear glasses too for when I game, and I don't have to wear them like that.
Yeah,
I mean, are you all the time glasses now though?
No, I don't know what the difference is. Is it nearsighted or farsighted?
If you have trouble seeing close, you're nearsighted.
Yeah, the closer shit is like, and then the farther shit, I got eagle eyes. They're like, well, damn.
Hey, I'm more fucked up than you can imagine. I have to wear glasses for nearsighted, and I have to wear glasses for distance.
Wouldn't it be fucked up if you went to a vision doctor and their way of understanding what you had was showing you a variety of twerking pictures or ass from a distance? And they're like, can you see this ass from a distance?
Hey, first off, what is that doctor's name?
Yeah, we don't have 20. What are we, 20, 30, 20, 20, 30? This would be the highest vision.
Can you make out that stretch mark on that butt cheek?
Okay. That sounds like a doctor right in the middle of Compton. That's an eye doctor in the middle of Compton.
I'm not good.
Sir, Compton has been
you were making me like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Long Beach.
Racist
Is that
piece
better?
of shit.
Long Beach is on its way to be gentrified.
Okay. San Bernardino then.
You're trying to name ghettos. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. They don't have doctors. They just have clinics. So stop.
My week was cool, man. Vacation, rested, recharged.
Was this a staycation or did you go somewhere?
It was staycation, recharged, Celebrated 7 years of marriage and 20. I don't know what 21 years, 22 years of being with this woman. So
This woman.
Oh, that's it. I didn't know you
That's
guys
how
had
you
been
can
married
tell it's
for
been
7.
22 years when you say with this woman.
with my lovely wife,
There you go. There you go.
wouldn't trade her for the world. Western world. Now we going after that might be.
See, I already saw you rationalizing with yourself as soon as you said wouldn't trade her for the. And he was like, "Well, actually, it's like, what? God damn it! Just
Man, you just gotta.
make
I
a
didn't-
statement."
I didn't know you guys only been married for 7 years. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, we started dating in high school, so you got to.
Right,
You know,
I know that.
That's
Yeah,
4 years,
I
and
know
then
people that got married in high school.
and then 4 years of college. You know, we
damn.
try to be responsible adults. You know, young adults.
Mm.
So do I, Andy.
I know a few people that got married in high school. Maybe it was a John W. North thing, but I know motherfuckers that got married in high school and brought their wedding pictures to school, and I looked at them like, "What the fuck?"
It was weird because I remember them getting married to grown ass adults and everybody
Oh, yeah,
was just
I've seen that
cool.
too.
I was like, this is cool.
Damn.
And even more or less in 7th
35.
grade, I remember in 7th grade, my classmates getting knocked up by much older men, and everyone thinking it was normal behavior.
Mhm.
I just kind of looked concerned. I was like, "But we're in 7th grade."
This is
I
weird,
was,
guys.
Ain't you glad to see that society shift finally, though?
I was.
I don't know.
I was in
Or do you
7th
think
grade.
it's still there?
I was in 7th grade
It's
when I
still
met
there.
my wife.
You didn't get her pregnant though.
No.
And you weren't a 22-year-old hanging out around middle schools either.
You were just you didn't just graduate,
Damn. No.
come through in your Honda Civic.
Just hanging
No,
out.
it's
So
not.
this is normal behavior, huh?
No, I was not. I was not that at all.
See, it made sense for you. This shit I saw didn't make sense. I was looking around like, this is normal? Because when I find out, I'm like, oh, so who was it? Some guy? No, so it wasn't one of my other classmates? Like,
It's a grown man.
Yeah. It was normal behavior.
At North, some people should have been arrested.
North, Central Middle School.
I remember a nigga
Well,
came to
you know
school
what? You
after
know,
he got shot in middle school and had the bullet, and I'm like, as I got older, I realized that's not normal. That's 7th grader got shot, nigga. Like, what?
Nah.
Oh yes, so you're like, oh, this is wild.
when you have girls with older guys like that, usually the parents don't know.
If they're married, you don't think?
No,
they
I'm
know?
talking about when you
Oh,
get
I was
the
like-
yeah. If they're
Or if
married,
they have
it's
children, I think if their child is pregnant, they would know.
I mean,
I'm
I know
talking
girls.
about the more the dating and sexual aspect of it.
A lot of girls in my high school would lie about their age because I would see them with college dudes,
That too.
and then when the dude would find out, he'd be pissed.
But I'm guaranteeing you that 22-year-old knew that 7th grader was a 7th grader.
That's a.
He's a rapist.
I feel like it's shift though. I don't think it's I can't really speak on it, but from what I see in society kind of now, I think it's gotten better. It's not as bad as it used to be back then.
As in what aspect? 35-year-olds marrying kids?
No, the 25-year-olds, 23-year-olds with 15, 16-year-olds. I think society has shifted a little bit and gotten a more tighter grip on it than before.
Yeah.
And also, Mo, you have to remember at North, I don't know if you heard about this, Kevin. This might have been when you were still there or right after you graduated. There was a guy that didn't want to graduate. He had graduated but didn't want to be an adult, so he lied about his transcripts. And then after he'd already graduated, he re-enrolled to North High School and actually was able to make it through a semester before they realized this nigga wasn't supposed to be in high school because he didn't want to grow up.
I was not. This was definitely after I left because I would have drove back to school just to ridicule this nigga.
He really didn't want to graduate.
What about his parents though?
I don't know what he told them, but I know he made it through a whole semester before they realized, nigga, you're not supposed to be here. Like you've already graduated. Because he went from, I guess, some school in Mobile to back to North and had a transcript to where it looked like he still had to finish whatever. So he went back to our high school for a semester and they kicked his ass out when they realized that he wasn't supposed to be in high school anymore.
Was he going to classes and shit?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you know what?
He's on the
Never
football
know.
team, all that shit.
That's where it gets fucked up. You're like, hey, this is a grown man. Yeah, that's wild.
I think he didn't want to admit that, nigga, it's time to grow the fuck up, because he was dating sophomores and all this shit. Like he literally just said, I don't want to be an adult.
Hey, you have to give him props a little bit, because most people don't realize being an adult is a bitch.
I don't gotta give him no props.
No, I'm just saying,
know.
like when you think about being an adult, it's a bitch. And
Yeah,
he might have just
he was
realized
still young. He was young. He get a pass.
Being an adult, Hunter, how was your week?
My week was good.
We just skipped that motherfucker.
hey, like Mo says, I don't be doing shit. I don't have nothing. No, motherfucker, I sleep and work.
Did we skip anything? Because I thought we were still on that. We just kind of went into a sideways.
We're still on weeks. That's why I asked.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
And since he answered, now I'm gonna say, McFly, how was your week?
It was I touched on the whole dental thing. Now I'm gonna touch on the chiropractor thing. I didn't know that they can adjust hands. That was nice. And then when, like, I talked to Hunter about the leg pulling, I didn't know the way they adjust my other chiropractor didn't do
third leg.
If they did that, it'd be something else. But
it's not a chiropractor.
Send me the info.
But yeah, when they pulled the leg and they yanked the legs, and I felt it pop. I said, "Holy shit! I'd never had that done before." And I shit. So I think it does pay to shop around for chiropractors, because I didn't know that was a thing. So that relaxed me, and so I'm relaxed this week and ready to take on the world. And my Lark's still growing.
That's right, my nephew.
So he's gonna be 6 with that being said, let's get to the shenanigans. The shenanigan. All right, this topic comes from me, and it stated, "What are your best tips for having arguments and discussions with significant others to get to a successful resolution or outcome?"
Stop arguing. Get through the argument. Figure out what the fuck we're arguing about.
The biggest tip is to understand that this is not directed at you. This is not about you. This is about the problem. I'm not attacking you personally. I'm not attacking your I'm saying to you, I have an issue with this.
Unless it's
with the action, not the person doing the action. And how can we correct this? I think that's the biggest thing.
The problem is.
It's a very roundabout way of saying you're still talking to that motherfucker. I'm still talking to you.
But you don't have a problem with them. You have a problem with what they're doing.
But what are your tips for getting to a successful resolution or conclusion? Like what you've seen when you've argued with your significant other. Like, what did you realize worked to make you guys get to an understanding?
Well, I think one, you got to assess if it's worth the fight. Is it something you can just live with if it's not going to be addressed? And then two, you have to understand that, hey, we need to get a solution that works for the best of us. Or we need to get to a ground to where we can disagree, but we can have an understanding. Because people think,
but I mean, that also depends on what the fight is too, though.
Well, yeah, it depends on what it is. Yeah. But you can also disagree and still have an understanding.
Right, but I mean, if the problem, if the actual thing you're fighting about is the actual person, then that changes your whole tactic.
But you have to take personal feelings and all that shit out of it. You have to be subjective to this is not because at the root, even though I'm talking about things that maybe I'm doing or you're doing, I'm not talking about you per se. I'm talking about the actions you are doing, and I'm telling you how they affect me and the problems they cause.
I think I generally try to not come up with the resolutions in the argument, because the argument is filled with emotion. So it's a lot of can be things that aren't even pertaining to what the hell you're talking about. It's just shit to say.
Shit. You look like Long Beach Griffey.
I don't even know who it is, but I think that's the best thing I think is to try to get past the argument first and then come back and talk and have the resolution revolution. Huh.
That's what it is. You look like Long Beach Griffey.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
He's
Who's
a comedian.
That? From Long Beach, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
With me is a big chunk of arguments is understanding that person's perspective. You know, sometimes we don't pay attention to another person's perspective, or we don't ask them what their perspective is. And addressing that issue can clear a lot of your arguments up right off the get-go, because they could be things that you've been focused on and you've just been looking at them at it the wrong way versus the way they've been doing it or looking at it. So,
and not only that, not only perspective, but also intention.
Yeah.
Because they might have good intentions from what they're doing. They're just, because like I said, a lot of times the issue isn't what's being done, it's how what's being done is being perceived. So you have to have a logical conversation. You have to look at it logically. And because the intentions may be well, but it's just not being delivered properly. And then when you're discussing these things, you have to be able to listen to listen. Don't listen to respond. You have to actually listen and process what they're saying, because you're not going to be able to see, for like Hunter says, see their perspective. You're not actively listening to what that person is saying. And then you then try to relate to what they're saying and then respond there. Because sometimes, like, well, my wife will say something, we'll be arguing or discussing something, and I'll let her say what she said, and then I'll think about what she said, and then I'll be like, okay, I kind of see this, and then I'll have my response to that. But a lot of times what I've noticed a lot of times is that we want the same things, we just go about it differently. Yeah. And we're perceiving, we're both trying to get the same outcome. We're just not perceiving each other's intentions the way they're meant to be received.
Out of the three of you, how often would you say that you actually get into arguments or confrontations and you rebuttal to rebuttal? Period. How often do you think that happens?
Rebuttal just to rebuttal?
Yeah, like to pretty much just have a response and not actually hear what's being.
I don't do that anymore. Younger me all the time. I didn't give a fuck. Now I don't do it. Because if she's right, like I said all the time, she's right a lot of time. When she's right, I'm like, oh, you're right. I just shut up. I'm not gonna dig my hole.
Do you tell her that she's right? You just walk away.
Yeah, I do. You know why? Because she has a golden box, and I don't want access restricted.
Oh. Hey, remember when I said in the podcast people stay with people just because of the thing? Yeah,
What? Okay.
I got two things.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, fuck you, Andy. I looked up this nigga, and no, I don't look like this nigga. He just has a gap as I do,
and glasses. That's what's up with the glasses. But his glasses, he got them magnetized, cockeyed.
So, yeah, I saw that nigga. Second thing is, y'all pissed me off because I was laughing at the argument I just had with my wife about 3 days ago. And I found myself arguing. And while I'm arguing, I'm like, she's right. And I'm just arguing. I had to walk away and I was like, that makes total sense. And why the fuck am I arguing? Then I had to come back and, hey, my bad, look, you're right. I have no idea why I was arguing with you, just to do it. So yeah, I have definitely rebuttal for no reason.
Ego pride kind of thing. You know? Me, I don't know when's the last time we got into an argument. It's been years.
It's nice. That's nice.
She just tolerates your ass.
Not tolerate her too. Shit. It goes both ways. This ain't no one-way street, motherfucker. But I mean, you got to remember, I've been married now for 22 years. So it's... Oh, nigga. Yes, we have determined this many times. But, yeah, we haven't argued in years. Like, the last argument I can really think of was actually not even over us. It was actually over something that was going on.
Gumby haircut.
Huh?
The Gumby haircut.
Oh, that was before her. The Gumby was back in like 92, 93, if that.
I was going to be like, the argument was about you clogging the shower with the Gumby hair.
I ain't that recent, you know. You motherfuckers just get, I'd be glad when you motherfuckers turn 40-ish.
Why?
Is you all gonna be here one day? You're gonna be here one day. I don't give a shit.
You gonna be 78?
I don't give a shit. I age and I age gracefully, and I'm enjoying that shit. I can't wait to be 55.
That's a blessing, my friend. We just fuck with you.
No, but no, actually, we haven't been in an argument. When I think about the last arguments we had, it wasn't us. It was more of what was going on in the life that we just did not agree on. Yeah. But I've learned that you have to give a perspective. You have to look at the other perspective and understand it.
What I learned too is even though as life go on, you have kids and all that shit, and responsibilities, quality time is important. Like you need time with just your significant other without the bullshit. Because like I say all the time, like I tell my wife, I said when it's just us and we hang out, I realize that I actually do like your ass. It's just like once we're not dealing with the stress of being parents and being adults and all the other shit, and we're just back into we get pretty much back into the kid mode where we're just like two teenagers hanging out. We ain't got no fucker. Like I look at her like, okay, I'll see.
Did she say that back to you?
Yeah, she said I like your ass. Yeah,
like when you're alone or like.
No, when we're alone.
Okay.
Until we're somewhere public, then she say, "Nigga, you ain't that funny."
I was curious about.
But it's and that's part of it. That's why a lot of people will say you never stop dating because you have to keep that. You have to still do the things you did before you got all the responsibilities, so that that core relationship that you have with your partner is still there throughout the bullshit. And I think that's what keeps marriages and relationships strong. You have to keep dating. And a lot of times with the hustle and bustle of life, we forget that. But you have to make time for that shit.
Yeah, you really do. You have to make time, that quality time. You really honestly have to.
And quality times mean more than just breaking back, Sandy.
This is my other question. How did you feel when you tried to go for that cinnamon roll and it wasn't there?
Oh, that's just a stab.
I said, this motherfucker.
That's just a stab.
She said, we got the blueberry. I said, I don't want all the fucking blueberry.
I can't wait to see this battle between y'all. Who gets there first and buys them all up?
I'm on
the box.
Hey, I'm on vacation this week. I'm there every day they open.
You're going to buy the box.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there every day they open. Watch.
And then he's going to come back to the podcast and eating the cinnamon roll going, oh, man, they didn't have it? That's too bad.
Damn, bad, baby. What happened, baby? Hey, Eddie. I got them 12 for $50.
Oh.
Yeah, but you gotta keep dating.
You really do. You have to spend that time, even though
even
it
if
might
it's
be
like
a few hours or whatever. You have to get that break in life.
I'm gonna piggyback off that question with another question that comes from me, because I think we've had this conversation before. I think, Hunter, you wanted to ask this question at some point, and it's like, can you find women attractive separately from what drew you to your spouse? Why women think it's impossible to separate your type from what you actually end up dating or marrying?
I don't know. You gotta elaborate that.
Yes. The answer is yes, because two things. You can look at a woman has nice breasts, has a nice ass, whatever. You can look at it and say, man, that looks really nice. But I think ultimately what people are going to be drawn to that keep you around is personality. Do our personalities mesh? Like, because I've seen good looking people with shitty personalities, and then they wonder why. You wonder why they're always in and out of relationships, because being in a relationship is more than just looks. So you can be attracted to shit. That don't mean you want to be with that shit. That's just the way of the world. I think that's for men and women.
To elaborate further for you, Kevin, it's like the combination, because I think a lot of times when we're dealing with significant others, it's the combination of they believe that your type is what you necessarily overall value, as opposed to realizing you just might have a type that you're physically drawn to, but it doesn't mean that that's what you end up with and that's what you're happy with. But you can literally objectively look at a woman and go, wow, she's really attractive. You have a type. It's like, yeah, I might have a type of that I'm drawn to, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's who I put that value on when you're in a relationship, or what you value in your relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can look and go, wow, she's really pretty or whatever, but it doesn't mean that's what you value when you're trying to build a relationship. Like,
I don't know if that's the best question for me, because Yeah. My type is like my music.
It's all over the place.
All over the place.
Exactly.
Which is fine, but I'm saying like that also goes into the whole
all over the place.
Yeah, because you can have a type that you just happen to notice when it's thrown in front of you. You go, wow, that's pretty, but that doesn't mean that that's necessarily your type.
And I still think women don't. Some women understand, some don't. The fact that as a man, you can find a reason to say, "Hey, yeah, I would knock that down," and it could be the smallest thing, but that don't mean that she's my type. Like we can separate that shit. Like for some people, vagina is just vagina. It's not like it don't mean I want to be with you. I just wanted to see what it was like, and I'm done. Like, and that doesn't mean that she's my type just because I would say I would sleep with her or whatever the case may be. And I think that's why when they look at that, they think that's crazy. Like, no, because again, like I said before, I think the personality matters more than anything else.
You know what? As you were saying that, it just popped in my head. Do you think it's because they base it in belief that we're just simple-minded creatures that can't have like multiple
No, I think
types or
I think it
details,
because
or
I think they try to say that men are they try to believe that we're similar to them, in the fact that some women have to have some type of emotional connection or some
Well, it's
type
like
of
you also
or something in common. As
you
a
said
man,
something right.
We just know that vagina feels good, so we will give it a try.
You said something right there when you, how do I say, you looking at it purely as sex, and they looking at it as sex and a relationship.
Yeah.
We just like, I just want to get in there and play with the cookie hole, and they're like, oh, you want to be with that person, marry that person, and and everything.
They lying too. They lying.
No, I don't think they lying. I don't think they're lying. I think some of them are. I think some of them are. I think some of them can do it, but some can't.
Dog, I wanted to choke this girl because she said, not really, not real choke. I got to say that because listeners be,
I mean, that's what she's into.
Nah, yeah, there you go. Well played. Thank you for saving my ass. But anyway.
You know what'll save your ass? Putting the paper down on the table.
I knew that was coming. I was like, this nigga gonna talk about it's too late. It's burnt. But she said she wouldn't sleep with Matt Damon though.
Bullshit. That's Matt Damon.
I was like, you lying. Shut your lying ass
It's
up.
like,
yeah, but
like,
they're way out there. If you notice, they're out there.
Let me say this. It's just like that shit with Chris Brown, right? When he brought the chick on stage and the dude got mad. Yeah. Normally, she may not sleep with anybody, but a girl would be like, man, this is Chris Brown. When the fuck am I going to get another chance to sleep with Chris Brown? And I'm going to go tell all my girlfriends that I slept with Chris Brown. Or whoever the fucking famous person may be. What's the odds of that shit? Because she's not normally in their circles. So that some shit like that, I think that's when they're like, well, he going to just have to understand the type shit.
Yeah.
But see, when I hear that kind of conversations, I hear when I hear those, it's the women are saying, "Oh yeah, somebody famous," and then the guys are like, "Hey, Trixie from down the corner."
Shit,
two different things.
2 streets over.
I would not mess with any chick named Trixie that was down the corner or what. Nah.
Why? I want to see
either Trixie. Either Trixie comes from the 1940s or Trixie is turning tricks, and that's how she got her nickname Trixie.
I went to school with a girl named Trixie, and she was about 4'11". Tiny little girl. She was funny. I mean, she wasn't cute.
But I'm saying though,
we kind of got that by the fact that you just said she was funny. You did not describe anything other than her personality.
She was a nice girl though. She was
hilarious.
For women out there, listening, here's a little bit of game. If a guy is trying to describe to you what an ex used to look like, or what her friend, if his first thing is she's really funny. If he never describes her in any physical detail, he doesn't find her attractive whatsoever.
I don't know if that's always true.
If your first go-to is she's just really funny,
it depends on who you're telling. You might tell somebody like, I don't I don't think I should describe this person that way.
When you're trying to hook a friend up, oh man, she's
absolutely.
She's funny. Like,
you might as well go home.
Right. But you see, that's the difference I see in a lot of that conversation though, is they're talking about celebrities and shit, and we're looking at the girl walking down the street in the mall, But
what I was taking out of that is like she's lying. Like she's talking about it's like how you saying women will look at the relationship, and I'm like, so you talking about dating Matt Damon? You wouldn't do that, and I'm talking about just you fucking Matt Damon. Either one, I still think she lying.
It's possible.
I still think she lying. Like I guess it's just maybe she's not. Maybe that's how women are wired.
But I
Let's see
mean,
the
but Andy said
emotional
with
side of it.
that topic, like my wife is complete polar opposite of me. Polar
She's
opposite
definitely
of
the
me.
same one in the relationship.
Polar opposite.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, across the board. The only thing we even agree on is we both hate people. You know, outside of that, we're polar
I
opposites on
don't
everything.
think your wife hates people.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
She might hate interacting with people she don't know, but I don't think she hates people.
Nah,
Whatever you want to define my wife
taking-
that I've known for 22 years and you've
I'm
known
gonna take
for
what he
one.
said.
Motherfucker, she hates people.
I saw the way his face went. His face was like very. Oh no, nigga. Yes. Hates them all.
You know, we hate that. It's weird. We hate the same things. Outside of that,
that's where you guys bond.
Yeah,
that's where we bond at. We hate the same things. That's where we actually bond at. Outside of that, it's completely different.
I don't think
Everything
she loves bacon
else
as
you
much
can
as you do.
Huh?
What did you say? What did you just say?
I don't think she loves bacon as much as you do.
Oh, well, thank God.
Oh, she
I thought he
eats
said
just as much
something
as I
else.
do.
He said something else. That shit, something like you said. I don't think she likes dick as much as you do. I was like, whoa.
Oh, that was a whole nother conversation. Yeah, you know. No, me and my wife, we have the same. Our main primary bond over stuff is hatred.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair.
that's really is. Everything else, we're really separate on. But I love the fact that, as you say, what you can be attracted to and what you can look at in a relationship can really be two different things.
Two different things.
Two different things. You know, because I tell you right now, there ain't a woman out there that I can see myself literally being with in a relationship wise, besides my wife. You know, because anybody else out there, I honestly believe it would be a whole different world for me.
Okay.
Well, you got to remember, the way I look at it is, before my wife, I lived a certain way. I met my wife and I lived the way I live now. There's a reason
changed
why.
you for the better.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I will always give her that credit because of that side of it. And I believe that's the part of the relationship that I say is when you have a relationship versus you just being with somebody completely different. You know? Because anybody else, well, I could have still been out there wilding like a motherfucker with another woman, you know? So
I've said this before. I'm only gonna if something happens to my wife, I'm only dealing with older women.
Yeah, you've said this for like over a year. I'm pretty sure we have footage of this from a year ago.
I'm only dealing with older women. If you got to be older than me. Not even my age. You got to be older. You got to be at least 4 years older than me. For me to talk
40
to you.
or 4?
4 years older than me for me to talk to you. I'm not dealing with no young girls. I can't do it. I need somebody that's gonna be in bed at 7.
Yeah, that's what you need.
So you want one that's 40 years older than you. Gotcha.
Because I go to sleep early. Shit.
Bed at 7. Shit. There's a senior home over here, Maurice.
No, they playing bingo at 7. They playing bingo at 7.
They gonna be out.
No, they ain't. Dinner is at 3. Bingo is at 5, and bed is at 7.
That sounds like a great day to me. That
Hey,
like a great day.
First off, let me say something to you though. You could go to jail. They go to bed at 7.
I'm good.
The lights cut off at 7. That's different.
Yeah. But yeah, finding somebody attractive and being with somebody, it can really be two different things. Yeah, you can look at girls all you want, but you don't want to have a relationship with them.
Yeah. Because a woman could be physically attractive. You look at her, but then once you get to know her, you be like, "No, I'm good." Or you got too much drama going on, or your past is too checkered for me. Whatever the case may be. So you can't try to. And I hate that because my wife does the same thing. You only like girls with whatever. I'm like, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, do I like to look at girls with asses? Yes, I do. Like I do. But that don't mean I'm gonna be like, oh, if she ain't got ass, I wouldn't be with her. Nah. That's bullshit. You don't know me. because Janae Aiko has no ass, and I would shout out to Big Sean. You know what I mean?
Oh, finally, non-hate. That was nice.
There was all salt in that. What are you talking about?
It was one of
That
them.
shout out to Big Sean had all salt in it.
It's one of them
That
fake
was a
ass
saltine
ones.
cracker.
Man, I hope Big Sean show up at your house one day.
And
I hope so too. And tell him
I'm gonna let that nigga hit me, and then I'm gonna charge him with trespassing and assault and get paid.
Hell yeah. Put a heavyweight podcast banner in front of the door. Film that shit.
But you know what I just thought about right now? I wonder how many people actually end up married to the people that fit their that profile that they like.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. She may fit the profile that you like when you meet her, but after a couple kids, and it ain't the same.
No, I get that part.
Once age hit you,
I'm sure it happens a lot, Hunter. It happens a lot, but I'm sure that's also is the highest rates for divorce too. Because if they just based it on that, they'd be like, "Wow, this person is dramatically different." Like when I actually got to know them, like
when my wife met me, I was about 100 pounds lighter. I had hair on my head. You know, I looked like I was going somewhere promising. You know, and
but like the personality, if you're just basing it off of just physical, like I guarantee you that ends so much higher in the divorce rate because if they're just based it on what they look like.
Yeah, and like it's that physical aspect of things, you know.
And I think the staying power of relationships is measured by how well you guys work when shit ain't going good.
I can say about myself is I'm very selective when it comes to relationships. For me growing up, like I didn't just hop in relationships. So if I select you as a significant other, it's way different than if I'm just physically attracted to you. Because I'm very picky about who I'm going to give that kind of energy to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been in pretty much every single kind of thing you can think of: psycho, crazy, over affectionate, compassionate.
Was that you or them?
I would say it's them. You know.
That's what's up. Yeah. So you drove woman up a wall to the point that you had them dick crazy, slashing your tires, keying your car, at your doorstep, screaming, acting got crazy as shit, and you were still able to kind of like be like sane.
Oh, what do you mean by sane?
Like you were kind of like, I'm the calm one in this relationship. Like I would a lot of times one turn up and make the other person turn up.
I never was the kind of person to turn up. I never was. You've heard me talk many times before. I never was that person because I realized you're not the only person in the world. But yeah, I've been on that side because you're not the only person in the world. People forget about that. You know.
Sidebar.
What?
So, what do you do after a night of giving out some weak dick?
I don't know, Kevin. What do you do?
I don't know. I don't apologize. I just kind of. I know it was some weak dick. Like you know when you gave us.
Look.
I can tell the person this shit happened.
Hey, look. This is what I do, Kevin. I say, your shit was next level last night. I couldn't help myself. Don't blame me.
You passed that compliment.
Don't blame me.
In the form of blame.
Blame you.
I mean, you have to really kind of define what is weak dick, though.
You know what weak dick is, and whatever it is.
Alcohol.
Is it like you sit up on the bed and look at each other, and that side comes out?
You just know it was. Well, I got there.
I don't know what to say about that one though.
Couple more chores for me.
He's saying when you don't have the energy and stamina for the night.
And you just like, so you want your vibrator for you? The rose, right? Okay, I'll be back.
Or just go to sleep.
You need batteries? I'll go get you some batteries. Yeah. The CVS is still open up the street. I'll be.
I know it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try it out. I'm like, well, you know what happened. I'm going to sleep. We both know what happened.
Me, if I feel that way, I'd be like, you just get on top.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code. When you don't feel like, then that way, let it, because eventually, they're gonna act like their knees hurt and they're gonna do that grindy shit where you can't feel anyway, and it's just for them, and they'll get themselves there.
And I always end up getting there anyway. Just
God damn it! I just got a flashback.
With the conversation the other day.
No, because somebody had said that when I shared a meme about that, and they said they didn't know what it. They're like, "What does that mean?" And I never, you know what the grind thing is? And she was like, "No, I don't know what that means." And she was like, "My boyfriend's Asian." I said, "All right then."
Damn.
Well, the fact she said that means she knows what that means. She's wanting that.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way she said it was like she clowned him, and I'm like, "But I don't even know your boyfriend. Why would you clown him like that?"
You should, yeah. You know what? Give me his number. I'm gonna find his number. But hey, she clowning you.
Yeah.
To niggas.
Yeah, that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code just later.
Yeah.
I get the cheat code. I've always ended up managing to always come to the occasion.
Pun intended.
Only nigga who just giving out weak dick before, like shit.
Pun intended.
You ain't the only one, Kevin. I tell her when I slide in, I say, "Yeah, it's gonna be a short night. You better get on top."
A little fist bump.
I said, you got some extra grip in this motherfucker tonight. You gotta get on top.
Nigga always flip it.
Oh shit! For the ladies out there that listen to this, we love you all.
you gripping. This is some next level.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna get cussed out. She gonna say, "Why you say that shit?" That's what it is, Kevin. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
I know. I've talked to many men who are like, I ain't never had no bad night, and I'm like, well, you ain't fucking it.
But I guess that's a topic for another day.
Yeah. Weak dick.
With that being said, this has been episode 90 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly one more time with these three guys.
Your boy Hercules. What's
up?
Griffey? No.
I would think you would say Gapalis.
God damn it.
Oh my God. It's your boy Molito.
I like that one. I really like that one. Gapalis is good.
Gapalis. And we appreciate you rocking with us. Yeah. Share, like, and subscribe. And then Riverside Griffey is right here. He's on. Yeah. Anyway, we appreciate it. Thank you. Until next time. Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.